Look around you for a moment. Your room, your phone, the screen you're watching right now. Everything feels solid, familiar, real. But what if the world you experience every day is not the world as it actually is? What if reality isn't something you live in, but something that was designed for you? Not by a single villain, not by a secret organization, but by systems so old, so normalized, so invisible that questioning them feels unnatural. Tonight, we explore a disturbing idea that most people don't actually live in reality. They live inside an illusion, and the most unsettling part is this: you might be inside it too. Your brain does not show you reality, it never has. What you see, what you hear, what you feel, none of it is the world itself, it's a model. Your brain takes fragmented signals and builds a version of the world that helps you survive, not understand. Colors don't exist outside your perception. Sound doesn't exist in the air the way you experience it. Even time flows differently than your mind allows you to see. Reality is filtered, edited, simplified. From the moment you were born, you were placed inside a user-friendly interface, not truth, but usefulness. And once you understand that, it becomes harder to trust what feels obvious, because even certainty becomes suspicious. You were born into a world already explained to you. Before you could question anything, you were told what success looks like, what failure means, what a normal life should be. Go to school, follow the rules, work most of your waking hours, chase approval, repeat. Because everyone around you believes this story, it feels real. But very few people ever stop to ask who wrote this script in the first place. Most people don't choose their values, they inherit them. They don't question their desires, they absorb them. Over time, these borrowed beliefs feel like your own thoughts, and that's how the illusion becomes internal. You don't just live inside it, you protect it, even when it harms you. Real control doesn't look like cages or chains, it looks like comfort, it looks like convenience. If you control what people want, you never have to control what they do. You wake up tired, you trade your time for numbers on a screen. You spend those numbers to distract yourself from being tired, you call it normal life. And when something feels wrong, when you feel empty, anxious, or lost, you're taught to blame yourself. Not the structure, not the design, not the invisible rules shaping your entire existence. The illusion whispers a dangerous lie. If you're unhappy, it's your fault, and that belief keeps people obedient without force. Slowly, the illusion tightens. Your identity becomes your job, your productivity, your image. Your worth becomes measurable, likes, views, salary, status. You begin to fear silence, because silence leaves space for questions. Questions lead to awareness, and awareness threatens the illusion. So the world stays loud. Notifications never stop, distractions are endless. Not because someone is evil, but because a distracted mind is a manageable mind, easier to guide, easier to exhaust, easier to ignore itself. Deep down, many people sense this, late at night. In moments of stillness, when the noise fades and the lights are off. There's a strange feeling that something isn't right. A quiet dread without words. A sense that life is happening around you, not through you. So people drown it out. They scroll, they binge, they consume, they stay busy. Because seeing the illusion clearly is terrifying. If the rules are made up, if meaning isn't guaranteed, if life doesn't come with instructions, then what are you supposed to do? The illusion protects you from that question, and breaking free doesn't feel like freedom at first. It feels like losing the ground beneath your feet, like standing at the edge of something you can't name. This is where existential horror truly begins. Not with monsters, not with darkness, but with clarity. What if there is no grand plan, no destined path, no final explanation waiting at the end? What if meaning isn't discovered, but created? This idea terrifies people more than death itself. Because it means no one is watching over the story. No one promises your suffering has a reason. No one guarantees that things will make sense in the end. Existence doesn't explain itself. It simply exists, and you are inside it, whether you're ready or not. But hidden inside that fear is something most people never reach. When you see the illusion, you stop living on autopilot. You stop inheriting beliefs and start questioning them. You realize that systems shape you, but they don't fully own you. You may not escape the world, but you can escape the lie that this is all there is. Awareness doesn't make life easier, it makes it heavier. But it also makes it honest, and maybe that's the cost of living in reality instead of comfort. If this made you uncomfortable, that's not a mistake. Illusions don't like being noticed.
Think about the moments you've lived without truly noticing, the small choices, the fleeting thoughts. The routines repeated so often that they feel automatic, even inevitable. Every glance, every word, every action might seem ordinary, yet what if they are not entirely your own? What if the people around you, the places you consider familiar, even the memories you hold dear, are all part of a larger, invisible design shaped by forces you have never questioned? Shadows stretch longer than they should, coincidences align with impossible precision, and feelings arise without reason. These subtle cracks are the first hints of a reality far stranger and more intricate than most dare to imagine. And in recognizing them, there is a quiet liberation, the awareness that much of what we call life is only an illusion. A carefully woven story, waiting for those bold enough to see beyond the surface. For once you notice these patterns, you begin to sense the unseen strings that move around you. Almost as if the world itself is aware of your perception, testing the edges of what you believe to be real. Step closer to that edge, and everything begins to shift in ways that defy explanation. Streets you thought familiar may feel alien. Conversations carry undercurrents of meaning you cannot yet decipher. And ordinary moments repeat themselves, layered with strange coincidences, hinting at a design invisible to the casual eye. The reality you once trusted as solid, as permanent, may be nothing more than a reflection of countless unseen currents flowing silently through existence. And yet, within this uncertainty lies a strange clarity, an understanding that by observing, by questioning, you are no longer fully trapped inside the illusion. You start to notice connections hidden in plain sight, coincidences that feel orchestrated, patterns that suggest a larger, unseen framework governing everything. The ordinary dissolves into the extraordinary, and with each revelation, the veil thins just a little. And in that thinning, you are faced with a simple, yet profound question. How much of the life you experience is truly yours? And how much is simply the echo of a reality carefully designed to remain hidden? The answer may not come all at once, but the moment you begin to see, nothing will ever appear quite the same again. As you sit back and let these mysteries sink in, remember, not everything you see or hear can be explained. Some events leave questions that even science struggles to answer. And perhaps, that's what makes the unknown so captivating. The stories we uncover may seem strange, unbelievable, or even impossible, but somewhere, in the shadows of our world, they linger. They wait for someone curious enough to notice, to question, and to seek the truth. Could it be that the line between reality and the unexplained is thinner than we imagine? Only time, observation, and a keen mind will tell. If this journey into the unknown left you with chills, goosebumps, or even more questions than answers, you're not alone. Many who dare to explore these mysteries find themselves wondering, what else is out there, just beyond the edge of understanding? And while the world continues to hide its secrets, you can stay one step ahead. By subscribing to Echo's Evidence, you'll never miss another encounter with the unexplained. Hit the bell icon, so the next mystery comes straight to you, no delays, no excuses. Join a growing community of curious minds, who, like you, are drawn to the strange, the eerie, and the unexplainable. Remember, every video you watch here is more than a story, it's a doorway. A doorway to knowledge, to fear, to fascination, and sometimes, to answers we didn't know we were looking for. And just when you think you've seen it all, the shadows may shift, the quiet may whisper, and something familiar might not be what it seems. Keep your senses alert, because the next strange occurrence, the next unexplainable phenomenon, could be closer than you think. So, before you leave, take a moment, reflect on what you've just seen. Share your thoughts, your theories, or your own mysterious experiences in the comments. Let's see how deep the rabbit hole really goes together. And as always, keep your eyes open, your mind sharp, and your curiosity alive. Because in a world full of echoes and evidence, the next mystery is always waiting.